What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is White Gamer. Today we have the cam built. There's going to be two archetypes in this video. The first part will be with the creator, and then the second part will be with the magician. So we're going to start off with the creator, level 25 for your height. Go with 5'6". Your weight, go with 143 pounds. Make sure you go with the height and weight combination that gives you +4 acceleration, +4 agility, -4 jumping, and -4 strength. At level 25, you're going to have 511 points. Your agility, get it to 80, guys. This is going to help you turn directions much quicker with the ball. It is pretty low right now, but remember, you're only level 25. Balance, we're going to get it to 70, guys, so you're not being bullied off that easily off the ball. Remember, you're only level 25, so most of these stats aren't going to be that high yet. Reactions, get it to 80. This is going to allow for your pro to be way more responsive when you're on the ball, and it's allow for the passes and just animations to come out quicker. Ball control, get it to 80 as a cam. You want to be able to trap that ball when you receive it and then look for your teammates. The composure, we're going to go with 80. You're going to need it, I believe, for the first touch playstyle, I believe. But the composure is a very important attribute for a cam. You want your pro to give off good passes when you're under pressure. Now, guys, for the pace, go with 80 acceleration and 80 sprint speed. You know, you're not going to be the fastest right now at level 25, but we will put more pace as we move up in the levels. Now, for the weak foot, get the 4-star weak foot so you have the ability to pass with either of your foot. The 4-star weak foot will do the job for now at level 25. The skill move, guys, get it to a 3-star at least. You know, from time to time, you might need to do a skill move to get an opponent off of you or beat them. So the 3-star will be okay for now. Then from the passing, guys, get your long pass to 85. You're playing cam. Long pass is important for those through balls or any long passes that you do in the air. Short pass, we're going to go with 80 just for the simple, you know, short distance passes. And then your vision, you're going to get that to 80. That's going to improve those through balls and just any type of passes that you do. Now, for the play styles, guys, you're going to have at level 25, you're going to have 3 of them, but they're going to be the regular version of the play styles. You're going to have the regular game changer, the regular incisive, which will allow you to do through balls, and then you're going to have inventive, which will allow you to do Travella passes. I think it's at level 30 that the incisive pass plus becomes a plus version. Now, for your playstyle, go with the ping pass. This will allow for those driven passes. To do the driven passes is with RBA or R1 and X if you're on PlayStation. The ball travels much faster on the ground. You're not always going to be doing through balls, guys. So this method of passing is more direct to your teammates. For the second one, go with the Tiki Taka, guys. For those short distance passes and the one-time passes come out much, much faster. And then for your last playstyle, guys, go with the first touch. This is going to help your pro take a good control of the ball and trap the ball easily. But these are the playstyles and attributes that we went for level 25 creator. Now we have level 50 creator. Height, go with 5'6", guys. You don't need to be playing that tall as a cam. Weight, go with 143 pounds. Make sure you go with the height and weight combination that gives you +4 acceleration, +4 agility, -4 jumping, and -4 strength. Now, guys, for your attributes, you're going to have 1,269 attributes at level 50. Agility, get it to 85, guys. This is going to help you turn directions much quicker with the ball. And since you're playing 5'6", it's going to be very, very quick. Remember, we will get more agility in the higher levels. Balance, you're going to get that to 80, guys. You don't want your pro falling off that ball easily. And it's balance also helps a bit when you're dribbling with the ball, believe it or not, because your pro is really grounded when you're running or jogging with the ball. But also mainly when you're shielding the ball as well. Your reactions, get it to 85. This is going to help your pro be way more responsive on the ball. And it's going to be very useful, guys. Animations do come out quicker. Ball control, get it to 83. This is going to help you trap the ball. You don't want the ball bouncing off of you, especially as a cam. We will have the first touch play style as well, so that will help out with controlling the ball when you're receiving it. Dribbling, we're going to go with 84. This is going to keep the ball very close to your feet as possible, whether you're jogging or running with the ball. Composure, get it to 80, guys. You want your pro to play somewhat good under pressure. 80 composure, you know, it's not the greatest, but remember, you're only level 50. Now, for the other stats, pace, get 84 acceleration and 84 sprint speed. This should be good for a cam, guys. We will get a little bit more pace at level 75, but at level 50, I think this is really good. Strength, get it to 75, guys. You don't want to be a weak cam. You have some decent strength, which is 75, and you have 80 balance. So it's not going to be that easy for opponents to bully you off the ball. Then for the weak foot, go with the 5-star weak foot, guys. You don't want to worry about putting it on your preferred foot, so you can pass with either of your foot or even shoot if you're going to be shooting with this build. Skill moves, go with the 4-star skill moves at least, guys. You never know. You might have to beat an opponent on a skill move. Your teammates might not be open, and you got to do a little skill move here and there. From the passing, get the curve to 80. This is going to help you swerve some passes and add some curve to it. 90 long pass. You're playing cam, guys. Your job is to send those through balls. You by level 50, you will have the incisive pass plus, so those through balls are going to be very, very good. Short pass, get it to 85. 85 short pass did more than just a job. You're going to have the tiki-taka playstyle as well. Now, guys, the crossing, we're going with 90 because we need it for the whip pass specialization. Now, the creator doesn't have a good third playstyle plus, unfortunately, so we're going to go with the whip pass plus because it does have a good perk, and the 92 vision is very, very good. We're going to need it as well for the specialization, and you do want to have high vision, guys. That's going to allow for those through passes, the through balls that you do, to come out much more accurate, or if you ever need to switch it, your pro will have better vision on the pitch. Like I mentioned, guys, we're going to go with the whip pass plus. The creator does not have a good third playstyle plus, so the one you're going to remove is the game changer plus, guys. Now, the whip pass plus, when I was using it, obviously I wasn't crossing, but if you're ever, when you're playing cam, if you're ever forced to go out wide and you need to do a cross, it's going to come useful for that. If you're playing cam again and you're going to the right side or left side, you're going wide. If you double tap X or square on PlayStation, X on Xbox, it does a nice low cross, which could find your attackers. So again, you will have a good perk with this, which will be the assistant, will allow for your teammates to have a boost in finishing and balance and ball control. So just go with the whip pass, and then like I said, you will have the incisive pass plus, and then you will have the inventive plus, which will allow for those Travella passes or fancy passes, which could make a huge difference. Now, guys, for your playstyle, go with the ping pass, guys. You're not always going to be sending through balls, and when you press RBA or R1 and X, the passes come out much faster and more direct to your teammate, which is very good. For the second one, go with Tiki Taka, guys. For those one-time passes, those short distance passes, they come out much, much better, especially those one-time passes. For your third one, we're going to go with first touch. This is going to help your pro control the ball when you're receiving it and the ball isn't bouncing off of you. And when you do have this play style and you're controlling the ball, you can transition into your dribbling much faster. Now, for your last one, guys, we're going to go with a press proven because this is going to keep the ball very close to your feet when you're not sprinting. You're not always going to be sprinting when you have the ball. And when you need to shield the ball with left trigger and L2, it is a little bit more effective, the shielding with the press proven. But guys, these are the play styles. These are the attributes for level 50 creator build. Now we have level 75 creator built. Height, go with 5'6". Your weights will be 143 pounds. Guys, you don't need to be that tall as a Cam. The 5'6" felt really good when I was playing with it. Make sure you go with the height and weight combination that gives you +4 acceleration, +4 agility, -4 jumping, and -4 strength. Now, guys, for your agility, get it to 92, guys. You want to be able to turn directions very, very fast when you have the ball. So when you have an opponent on you, you can just turn around, look for the pass. Very, very good, the agility. Balance, get it to 88, guys. You do not want to be getting off that ball that easily when you're being challenged by a midfielder or a defender. And then since you will have the press proven playstyle will help out with your pro not falling that easily to the ground. Reactions, guys, get it to 92. The reactions is very important for pretty much every build. This is going to help you react much quicker when you're on the ball, when you're doing passes. Things come out much faster when you have high reactions, guys. Ball control, get it to 89. You want to be taking good control of the ball as a Cam, especially when you're inside the box and it's cluttered. So you want to be taking good control of that ball so you can find your teammates. Dribbling, get it to 88. That's going to help you keep the ball very close to your feet, whether you're running or jogging. We will have the rapid play style as well, and the press proven, like I mentioned. Composure, you're going to get that to 90. You want your pro to be able to give off good passes or even shoot if you're going to shoot with this build when you're under pressure. So that's going to be very useful for that. Now, guys, for the pace, we're going to go with 86 acceleration and 87 sprint speed. Now, you do want to be fast as the Cam, guys, especially since there's a lot of points now at level 75. So go with pace, guys. You're going to be, on and off the ball. You want to be able to show for the ball. So I went with pace on this build. Strength, I went with 82. 82 was good, guys. You don't want to be weak as a cam. Most cams are weak. So you have 82 strength, you have 88 balance, and then you have the press proven playstyle. So it's not going to be that easy for opponents to get you off that ball, guys. Then for the weak foot, go with the 5-star weak foot so you can pass with either of your foot. Skill move, go with at least a 4-star, guys. You know, sometimes you're going to have to beat your opponent on a skill move because your teammates might be covered. Go with the 4-star weak foot. 4-star skill moves, I'm sorry. Then, guys, for the finishing, I went with 80, guys. Now, this is a pure playmaker build, and I was still scoring goals. You know, my main job was still to assist my teammates, so I wasn't shooting that much with this build. But with the Magician build that you guys are going to see after this, it was more of a scorer type of cam. But this is pure playmaker, so I just went with 80 finishing, and when I had shots, it went in. For the vision, get it to 94, guys. This is going to help you play much more accurate through balls and just long passes in general. If you ever need to do a switch to the opposite side of the pitch or whatever it is, the 94 vision is important. Now, guys, we're going to go with 90 crossing because we are going to go with the whip pass playstyle. Remember, the creator doesn't have a great third playstyle plus, so we're going to go with the whip pass plus. Short pass, 88 did more than the job for me. This build will have tiki taka, and remember, it will have ping pass. So those short distance passes are going to come out very accurate. Long pass, get it to 90. You do have the incisive pass plus. 90 did the job, guys. 90 was more than enough since we have high vision and you have the incisive pass plus. I had no issue sending through balls, whether it was on the ground or in the air, to find my teammates. And then curve, guys, go with 86 curve because that's going to help you swerve those passes. And since you have the Travella pass, that curve is going to be very useful for that. And like I mentioned, guys, we will be going with the Creator Plus, which will give you the whip pass plus. Like I mentioned, the creator does not have a good third play style. So we're going to take out the Game Changer Plus, guys. So yeah, take out the Game Changer Plus. Go with the Whip Pass Plus. Now, you're not going to be crossing that much as I can. But guys, sometimes you might be forced to go through the wings, whether left side or right side. And you might have to do a cross. There was a few scenarios where I had to go through the wings because the middle was just congested. And the Whip Pass Plus did come clutch, especially when you do a double tap cross or double tap X if you're on Xbox. Double tap square if you're on PlayStation. And yeah, but the main reason we went with the whip pass, guys, is because of the perk. Your teammates will get a boost in finishing, balance, and ball control when you send a through ball in the opponent's half, which is very, very good. And then incisive pass plus, of course, guys, those through balls are very, very, very good when you do wire triangle or LBYs or L1 and triangle. And then you will have the Inventum Plus for those Travella passes and those fancy passes, which, believe it or not, those fancy passes, when you need to do a backheel pass, are very useful and underrated. I think that a lot of people don't know about. Now, for your playstyle, go with ping pass, guys. You're not always going to be able to send through balls, guys. Sometimes you need to send a direct pass. RBA or R1 and X if you're on PlayStation, the driven pass gets activated and your teammate will trap the ball easier and it'll be more direct to them. For your second one, go with Tiki Taka for those one-time passes. Mainly the one-time passes come out much faster. And if you're going to do, A passes, go for it. They come out accurate as well. For your third one, we are going to go with the rapid, guys, because when you're pushing up with the ball, you don't want your pro to take those heavy touches or heavy knock-ons. And, there's going to be times where you're showing for the ball and you're pushing up with the ball and, your pro is going to be taking those touches. So that's why we went with rapid. Next, we went with technical, guys. Technical is very good for a cam. When you press RB or R1, you go into a control sprint dribbling, which is good, guys. If you need to push up with that ball, create some opening for your teammates, and then send the pass, it was very, very good. And it was really fun to dribble with this build as well. Now, for the last two, we're going to go with the first touch. So your pro doesn't take bad control of the ball when you're receiving the ball. And then for your last one, guys, it's all up to you. But I would recommend the press proven, even the enforcer. But we're going to go with the press proven because this keeps the ball much closer to your feet when you're not sprinting with the ball. So if you have the ball and you're just jogging, looking for a passing option, that'll keep the ball close to you. And then when you need to shield the ball with left trigger or L2, it's also very effective. But guys, these were the play styles. And then these were the attributes for level 75 creator. For this part of the video, guys, we're going to be going with the Magician at cam. Magician is more for not only passing, but scoring. So you can do a little bit of both. So for this part of the video will be for the Magician. We're going to start off with level 25. Height, go with 5'7". Weight, go with 147 pounds. Make sure you go with the height and weight that gives you the +2 acceleration, +2 agility, -2 jumping, and -2 strength. Now, guys, at level 25, you're going to have 511 attribute points. Your agility, we're going to get it to 80. This is going to improve when you're turning directions with the ball. It'll make your pro a little bit more quicker on it. You're only level 25, so it's not going to be the greatest agility. For your composure, guys, get that to 80. You want to be able to play somewhat decent under pressure. Remember, 80 stat on this is not the greatest. Again, you're only level 25. For your pace, go with 83 acceleration and 84 sprint speed, since you're going to be, crashing into the box as well and going for shots and just showing for the ball as a CF or cam. We're going to go with some pace. Now, guys, for the weak foot, go with the 4-star weak foot. You want to have the ability to pass or shoot with either of your foot. And at level 25, the 4-star weak foot will do the job. Keep the skill move at 3 for now. For the shooting, guys, or the scoring, go with 80 shot power. We're going to need it for the low-driven shot. Remember, guys, this build, the Magician, will be more of an attacking cam. You're going to do a little bit of both. Finishing, just get it to 77. You will have that low-driven shot, like I mentioned, which is very, very good. Vision, you're going to get it to 80, guys. This is going to help the ability for those through balls to come out much more accurate. Short pass, just keep it at 75 for now. Long pass, we're going to boost that up to 80. Remember, you will be playing as a type of a shadow striker cam, so you will be sending through balls here and there. Curve, we're going to get that to 80. You're going to need that for the finesse shots as well. Now, for your playstyle, guys, at level 25, you're going to have all these. You're going to have 3, but they're going to be the regular version. You're going to have the regular version of finesse shot, regular version of chip shot, and the regular version of the tech. Guys, the tech, to activate it, all you got to do is press RB or R1, and that's it. And you go into a control sprint, and it's really good to find some openings and go for the shot or the pass. And then you got the finesse shot, which is, you press RB and the shoot button, R1 and circle to do the finesse shot. And then the chip shot, guys, don't worry about it too much, because in the next level, level 50, we're going to take out the chip shot because it is a waste. Now, for your 3 play styles, guys, go with the low-driven shot. Like I mentioned, you're going to be taking shots as well. You're not just going to be passing. You're going to do a little bit of both, passing and shooting. So the low-driven shot is very, very good. To activate this, all you need to do is double tap your shoot button. So double tap B or double tap circle, and it's very, very good when you're inside the box. Just make sure you're aiming it to the open side of the net. For your second one, we're going to go with incisive, guys. This is going to allow for the through balls to come out much, much better. So at level 25, go with that incisive. We will get the plus version in the higher level, but for now, just go with the regular one. This will do the job to send those through balls to your teammate. And then for your third one, guys, we're going to go with the first touch. You want to be able to take good control of that ball, especially, I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're going to be playing cam or center forward, so you want good control of the ball. But guys, these are the play styles and attributes that we went for level 25 Magician. Now we have level 50 Magician built. Remember, this is going to be mostly for cam, so you can shoot and score. Heights, go with 5'7". Your weights, you're going to go with 147 pounds, guys. Make sure you go with the height and weight combination that gives you +2 acceleration, +2 agility, -2 jumping, and -2 strength. Now, guys, at level 50, you're going to have 1,269 attribute points. Agility, get that to 85. You want to be able to turn directions quickly when you have the ball, and that will do just that. Remember, you also have the Tech Plus, so when you're turning directions with that Tech Plus, it's going to be very good. Balance, get it to 84. You don't want your pro falling off that ball easily. I think we're going to have the press proven already at level 50, not too sure, but the balance will help your pro just not fall that easily. Reactions, get it to 85. This is going to help your pro be way more responsive where you're on the ball. So when you're going for passes or shooting animations, they just come out quicker, guys. Ball control, get it to 80. This will be decent for now since we will have the first touch playstyle. Your pro still be taking good control of the ball. Dribbling, we're going to get it to 83. This is going to keep the ball very close to your feet. Since you will have the Tech Plus already at level 50, guys, the 83 dribbling will do the job for now. Don't worry, we will get it higher in the next main level. Composure, get it to 80, so when you're under pressure, you can do good passes and take good shots as well. Now, for your pace, go with 84 acceleration and 85 sprint speed. Guys, since you're going to be doing a little bit of both scoring and assisting, you want to have some pace, guys. You want to be making those run inside the box or showing for the ball, so you need pace. Now, for your strength, go with 75 strength. Like I said earlier, you don't want to be weak when you're playing as a false 9 or as a cam. So go with some strength. Weak foot, get that 5-star weak foot so you can pass with either of your foot or even shoot with either of your foot. Skill moves, get minimum of 4-star skill move. Now, guys, from the scoring, get your attacking position to 90. We're going to need it in order to get the incisive pass plus That's the only reason we're going with this. So you can get the incisive pass plus. Finishing, get it to 82, guys. For some of you guys, this might be too low, but guys, you have the low driven shot. I promise you, low driven shot playstyle is very overpowered, and you also have the finesse shot plus. Then we went with 80 shot power, so those shots come out with a little bit more power, and we also need it for the low driven shot. Now, from the passing, get 81 curve. You're going to need it for those swerve passes when you do through balls or those finesses. I know it's pretty low right now, but don't worry. As you keep leveling it up, you can keep focusing on that. Long pass, get it to 92, guys. Like I said, this is going to be a attacking cam build, so you are going to be sending through balls from time to time. So we do need the 92 long pass in order to get the incisive pass plus. Short pass, 80 did the job, guys. Just go with 80 to do those simple passes, and then for the last one from the passing, you're going to need 90 vision in order to get the incisive pass plus. The vision is going to help you send those through balls with much more accuracy. And like I said, guys, you will have the invader, which will give you the incisive pass plus. And you're going to replace the chip shot, guys. The chip shot is a waste. So replace the chip shot. Go with incisive pass plus. Your through balls just got much, much better now when you do Y or triangle through passes. And they're very good, guys. And like I've been saying, this magician build can do both score and assist. So that's what you want when you're using this magician. Remember, at level 50, you're already going to have 3 playstyle plus now. You're going to have the finesse shot plus, which is very, very good, especially inside the box, especially when you're doing low-driven finesses. You have the incisive pass, which will allow for those through balls to be much more accurate. And then you have the tech plus, which is going to be very fun to dribble with when you press RB or R1. Now, for your 4 regular playstyle, the first one, go with ping pass, guys. You're not always going to be able to send through balls. So sometimes you might need to send a direct pass to your teammate. So you can do that with RBA or R1 and X. For your second one, go with the low driven shot. You're going to be scoring with this build as well. You're not always going to be able to finesse it, guys. So go for those low driven shots because they're very overpowered. You can also even do low driven finesses, which come out very good with this build because you have the finesse shot plus. For your third one, we're going to go with the first touch. So your pro can trap that ball and you're not taking back control of the ball when you're inside the box and it's congested, or just in general. You want your pro to take good control. And then for your last one, guys, we're going to go with the press proven because this is going to help you not only keep the ball closer to your feet, but also trap the ball. You also could go with the rapid already if you want, but we're going to leave it for the higher levels when you have more play styles. But guys, these are the play styles and attributes that we went for level 50 magician build. Now we have level 75 magician build, guys. This is the magician build I was using. I was playing mostly cam with it, but I did a little bit of both scoring and assisting. So this is how you want to use your magician if you're playing as a false 9 or a cam. Height, go with 5'7". You don't need to be that tall as a cam. I'm assuming most of you guys are going to be using this as a cam. Weight, go with 147 pounds. Make sure you go with the height and weight that gives you +2 acceleration, +2 agility, -2 jumping, and -2 strength. Now, guys, for your attributes, your agility, get it to 90, guys. You want to be able to turn really fast with the ball when you have it. So this is really good for that. I had no issues with my agility. My pro felt really responsive on the ball when I'm turning directions. Balance, get it to 87, guys. You don't want your pro falling that easily off the ball or to the ground. You will have good balance, you will have decent strength, and you will have the press proven, which will help out with that. Reactions, guys, go with 94. This is going to make your pro feel way more responsive, and I noticed it when I got my reactions to the high 90s. And this is going to be very useful for when you're running with the ball, passing with the ball, shooting with the ball. The animations come out quicker. Ball control, get it to 85. I didn't have any issues trapping the ball or controlling the ball with my pro. You will have the first touch play style to help out with that as well. 90 dribbling, did more than a job. Remember, you will have the tech plus, guys. So this is something I really liked about this build. The dribbling is really good on this build, especially when you're pressing that RB or R1 and you do tech plus. For the composure, go with 89 composure. You want your pro to give off good passes and take good shots when you're under pressure. And since you're going to be doing a little bit of both scoring and assisting, you definitely want to have the composure. Now, for your pace, guys, you want to be fast. Go with 91 acceleration and 90 sprint speed. You're going to be showing for the ball since you're going to, also be assisting. And then you're going to be running into the box since you're also going to be scoring. So you want to have pace. You want to be fast, especially since you're a level 75. A lot of people that you're going to come up against are going to have pace. Strength, get it to 80 like I mentioned earlier. You don't want to be weak as a cam or as a false 9. So the 80 strength with the 87 balance and the press proven did more than the job. I didn't really have any issues getting bullied. Weak foot, go with the 5-star weak foot so you can shoot or pass with either of your foot. You don't have to worry about putting it on your preferred foot. Skill move, I went with the 4-star skill move, guys, because I was mostly coming up against bots. If you're going to be coming up against a lot of NEs or human CBs, then go with the 5-star skill move. But for me personally, the 4-star did the job against bots. Curve, get it to 90, guys. The curve is very important, not only for those swerve through passes, but for the finesse shots. You have the finesse shot plus, you're going to need the curve. Long pass, get it to 92. We are going to go with incisive pass plus. Remember, you're going to be assisting as well with this build. So you need the long pass. Short pass, 84 did the job for me. Simple A passes or X passes if you're on PlayStation. Vision, get it to 90. You're going to need it for the through balls. They come out much accurate. And we need it for the incisive pass plus. That's what I meant by through balls. Attacking positioning. The only reason we're going with 90 attacking positioning is because you need it for the incisive pass plus. 86 finishing, guys, did the job. I was scoring finesses. I was scoring low-driven shots. I was scoring low-driven finesses. So you can do it all with this build. Like I said, you can pass and score as well. 86 finishing, I had no issues. I was scoring. As long as I was aiming it properly. Shot power, get it to 85. This will give more speed to the ball when you go for shots. And like I mentioned, guys, we are going to go with the Invader Specialization because the third play style on this archetype, the Magician, sucks. So you're going to be replacing the chip shot, guys. Yes, replace the chip shot, guys. It is pointless. Like I mentioned, been saying this whole section of this video, you're going to be assisting as well. Not just scoring, but assisting. So the incisive pass plus was very good for those through balls, whether they were on the ground or in the air, and it was very good. Finesse shot plus, it is very good, guys. I feel like it got a little bit buffed. I've been seeing way more finesses going in now, and the low-driven finesses are very good with this build because you have the plus version of the finesse shot, and then you got the tech plus, which is one of my favorite dribbling playstyle plus this year. When you press RB or R1, you can just move really smooth with the ball and just get through opponents very easily. You can do very good dribbling with this build, which is one of the key points of this build is the dribbling. Now, guys, for your playstyle, go with the ping pass, guys, because you're not always going to be able to send through balls. You're not. RBA or R1X passes activates the ping pass, and the pass comes way more direct to your teammate. For your second one, go with the low-driven shot. Like I've been saying, guys, low-driven shots are very overpowered, whether you're doing regular low-driven or low-driven finesses, which are very good. To activate the low-driven shot, you just got to double tap the shoot button, either B or circle. And to do the low-driven finesses, you press RB and then B. If you're on Xbox, well, double tap B. And then if you're on PlayStation, R1 and then double tap circle to activate the low-driven finesses, which are very good. Now, we're going to go with rapid. So when you're pushing up with that ball, your pro doesn't take those heavy touches or knock-ons. Remember, and also when you're running onto the ball as well, your pro doesn't take those heavy knock-ons. Remember, you're going to be doing a little bit of both. Showing for the ball, pushing up with the ball, either shooting or assistance. So the rapid is going to be useful for that. Next, we're going to go with a press proven. This is going to keep the ball very close to your feet when you're not sprinting with the ball. So when you're jogging, looking for a passing option, and also when you need to shield the ball with left trigger or L2. And then, guys, for the last two, it's going to come down to how you play. I would definitely recommend the first touch. You want your pro to take good control of the ball, whether you're inside the box or outside the box. You know, because sometimes it might be really congested, the box. So you want your pro to trap that ball easily. And then for the last one, there's a couple options you can go with, guys. You can go with the tiki-taka for those short distance passes, come out very good, and the one-time passes come out very good. You can also go with the trickster, guys, because when you do a fake shot, it does a unique ball roll that you can only pull off if you have the trickster. You can even go with the game changer for your last one. It is all up to you. I went with the tiki-taka, so I have the ability to do those one-time passes because like I've been saying this whole section, you're going to be doing passing and scoring with this build, guys. These are the play styles. These are the attributes that I use for my level 75 Magician build. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.